All right, so we're halfway through. I'm struggling to decide which is my favorite arc so far, but 4 and 5 were both phenomenal. An interesting thing about the Sandman series is that he's not the main character for a lot of these stories. He's central to the story. He's central to kind of the dream stuff that's happening around the characters that are going through the story, but he's not often the main character that we're following the whole time. But he is in this one. He goes to hell. It's another really cool example of them bringing back stuff from earlier storylines, characters that you thought were not important that suddenly come back and drive this whole arc. It's really cool. Something else that the Season of Mist arc really highlights is how surprising the stories are, how unexpected they are. He goes down to hell. I was expecting there to be a big fight, all these obstacles before he had this big showdown with Lucifer. Something completely different happens. I didn't see it coming, and then the whole story goes in a completely different direction. So Neil Gaiman is consistently subverting my expectations and delivering something even more meaningful, I think. The other thing that I really noticed about these two arcs is just the profundity. I feel like every couple pages there's some line or some panel that makes me think about my whole life. 4 is also really cool because we see the rest of Dream's siblings and they start to deepen that lore a little bit, which is really fun. 5 brings back an earlier side character that, I think we saw maybe 2 or 3 times, did not think they were important, and they drive the whole arc on this one. This is also the first one of these that has made me cry. At the end, I'm not going to spoil it, but the ending for one of these characters is so beautiful, so tragic, so touching that I wept. It's also crazy to me just how progressive these are, given that they came out, I want to say like in the 90s, but there's lots of stuff about gender, about trans rights that I would not have expected to be this good and this progressive for this time period. Really great stuff. I've already started number 6. It's another collection of standalone stories. I like that less than the larger arcs, but I do find after I finish each one, I enjoy it. So let's keep going.